Alrighty, we are back again. If you don't remember, on yesterday's riddle, we encountered a game room with more shameless self-promotion, and I did not cheat in order to answer the question and solve the riddle. I just used a little bit of different logic. And by looking at today's page, I absolutely already hate it. And there's more on the back, too. God damn it. I'll show you what I mean after I read it. Here we go. 14th December. You quickly find the correct door in the corridor. Yuck. It is dusty in the room beyond. Were it not on the same level as the other rooms, you would perhaps call this an attic or cellar. It is full of boxes that look rarely used. There are cobwebs hanging everywhere. You see an old cassette recorder that you switch on. While listening to noisy Christmas music, you find the next clue. Make a Christmas garland as a decoration for me and as the next clue for you. You don't actually have that much free time right now, but what must be, must be. As you start making the garland, the cassette stops. You turn it over, but this time no music plays. A deep voice reports, paper on the differences in snow consistency in the Himalayas and the Alps. Chapter 1. Fresh snow. What the hell is this supposed to be? You really couldn't care less. Wow, the first time the game has actually taken the words out of my mouth. You fast forward slightly. Feet and handprints in the snow are always the same stuff. This time you fast forward almost to the end. The human weight appears in contrast to mine. The pseudoscience business does not encourage you to make the garland one bit. You turn the cassette over. You would rather listen to the zither version of Let It Snow Again. Now open door 14. Behind it you will find 2 riddle cards, N1 and N2. So, to make this easy, here's what I am referring to. That lovely little strip of paper, and that lovely little strip of paper, and the fact that it is double-sided. Huzzah! But let's crack open number 14, that I totally found legitimately and did not cheat in any way, shape, or form to get to. And keep moving. Alright, door. Well, there's another door busted open. Alrighty, as per normal. And 1 has a vertical box on it. Jesus, why is that so bright sometimes? And then 2 has a round ball on it. Huzzah. Alrighty, before I get to the cut-in, let's check out the room. There's the garland I'm making, a whole bunch of boxes, garland on the wall. Tied up sack, wood, cobwebs. Ceiling's just got rock. Oh look, more letters to cut out. Actually, ironically enough, I don't see the tape recorder in this one. Interesting concept. I'm, however, not, much as I probably should, given I've already got it. The door has our lovely little scrawled writing with cut lines again. I learned my lesson from the last one, day 6 or whatever, day 7, I think it was. I don't need to cut that out just yet, and I have it over there if need be. But yeah, okay. Riddle card N1. Firstly, get the angle right. Arrow on arrow and hold it tight. Start at the top, and as you hold, alternate strands begin to fold. Check your folds are very neat. and that your colored baubles meet. Oh no, not folding. And final, next, N2. Then start from the very top, read aloud until you stop. Letters make the words throughout, the code you need to let you out. Okay. The types of footage with alternate strands begin to fold. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never made a garland before. And if I'm being entirely honest, I'm pretty sure it just... Once we'd interject these things and do alternate ribbons here, which means I could probably solve this riddle simply by writing it down. And going the other way about it. But never let it be said I do not at least attempt to run through with this game, and it's utter nonsensical bullshit. Well, actually, that's a lie. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is absolute and utter bullshit, but it's definitely not nonsensical. If anything, it makes more sense than most things in life. I know you're trying to judge me right now, but let's face it, you know it's true. Alright, there's the first one. And that's the long boy, too. Gotta knock off that little bit at top, too. Anyway. If I can't figure it out, I will do what I said before and pretty much just write it down. Because as I said, I am pretty sure, given how it wants me to fold and keep things on top of each other, it should be fairly simple to get this resolved. And to go back the other way. Okay. Here's my start. First to get the angle right. Arrow. Alright, let's knock off the tops of these stupid shits too. So that we're not over folding. Given how the accordion went, I really don't know what you're expecting of me here, game. Okay, first get the angle right, arrow on arrow and hold it tight. Start at the top and as you hold, alternate strands begin to fold. Check your folds are very neat and that your colored baubles meet. And then start from the very top, read aloud until you stop. Letters make the words throughout, the code you need to let you out. Going to guess it wants me to fold over like this. Have the two arrows. Guess I should show and explain here. One arrow is pointing straight, one arrow is pointing to the left. But I'm assuming first get the angle right, arrow and arrow hold it tight, means that they want me to have the two arrows on top of each other. Means get that as flush as I can, and these arrows should be correct here. So first get the angle right, arrow and arrow hold it tight. Start at the top, and as you hold, alternate strands begin to fold. So like this, like this. Well, they're already coming to a problem here. I've already apparently encountered a problem with my folding here. So let's try this one again, shall we? Right at the very tip top. Oh, that one might be folded a little too much. I'm not sure. Strands begin to fold. I know my colored baubles aren't lining up. Which is what they want me to do. I don't even know if I'm doing this in the right way or order. I mean, Jesus Christ, I've already gotten turned around. Oh yeah, no, my folding is definitely wrong here. I'd say I'm surprised, but once again, you saw how I did with the accordion. Now there are colored baubles on here. Okay, I do know what it wants me to do here. And I know know what it's trying to do. No, okay, I messed up this order somehow here. What is going on? Well, I definitely messed up my order here. Wants me to fold them over in a way similar to this. Then it wants me to start at the end of my fold and read every letter going down that gets revealed to me as I go. So, for example, I see an E. Then a B, for example. O. Start at the very top, so E, B, in this case like U, O, E, W, N, E, E, Z, E, but apparently I messed up a fold there. So I know what it would like me to do. I'm just not sure, one, if the order of fold is correct, and two, if I assume the order of fold is correct. I'm messing up somewhere in the process, and I can't tell where. Wants me to start by going down. That part I understand. Now, there is an orange bauble to an orange bauble here. So maybe I just gotta put this in that way. See? No, because that's a green bauble to a yellow bauble. Well, there's a green to green on the back. And then if I do it again, in theory there's a yellow to yellow. Yeah, trust me, these are not going to go, this is not going to go smoothly, though I do think I figured it out. You want me to attempt to match color to color. If colors don't match, then you simply fold the other way. So there's a black to black, a brown to a brown. What should be a yellow to yellow. Orangey color to orangey color, no, but there is purple to purple in the back there. Then nothing there. red on the back and red in the front. Again, but then no. My folding's already off, I can see that. That one go over because there's a blue. There's a blue here. And there's a white here. Here, a black here. Technically be end to end. So W, B, E. Like, yeah, I've already messed up my folds. Oh, yeah, no, I've already messed up my folds here. Okay. So, yeah, and maybe somebody with a bit better of a bend attitude than me here could do something about this. I unfortunately cannot. But I am not going to run to the solution page just yet. I do want to know what it wants me to do. It does want me to match color for color, and I can understand that. But that does indeed grant me some level of not necessarily help, but if it wants to go color to color, then the last letter of this sentence should be N. Assuming I get these colors to meet, in theory this should be an S. Again, getting these two colors to meet should be an I. Getting these two colors to meet should be a U. Getting these two colors to meet should be an E. Next, getting these two colors to meet should be an H. Getting the two blacks to meet should give me a Z. And yes, that is a Z. Getting those two colors to meet should grant me an E. Getting those two colors to meet should grant me an N. Getting the purple to purple to meet either grants me an R or a D. And this is where I feel like I messed something up. Because there's a red here and there's a red in the back here. But I can't make those two colors meet, and even on the back side, I can't. I did have something going here, but my folds are just too off. Although, I'm convinced to say the colored baubles do mean something. But just for funsies here, S O U E E N W O B, and alternatively S F S E H E R D U E C F, and then F N E S N O T D. It's weird that some of them are lowercase and some are capitalized. W followed by N I Z E E U Z. Okay, so starting here, this whole thing gets folded down. And we start with N. So we're starting with the second N. So like that. And like this. And that goes in the same. The yellow folds over here, revealing the eye. The purple is next, revealing the H. Now, the S. This is where I seem to lose it. Normally I'm pretty good at putting these together. At least not, obviously not the bending part, but the that's a weird one. Even if I did fold this properly, I can't. These just don't set up. I gave it my best shot. I looked, I wrote down all the letters. Without a computer or some ability to otherwise. God, 33 minutes. Without some other way to color code these and get this organized, I don't have a choice. I gotta look at the solution. Normally if I can write down these letters, I have a chance. But it's so hard for me to figure out which one's vanishing that I really can't tell. And I've already screwed up my folding, so yeah. But that's on me. Which is really too bad, but let's see here, just for fun. Your host thinks you should make a garland here, but how? Together, riddle cards M1 and M2 form the instructions. You need to place them down next to one another so that their contents make sense. Should something be placed at a right angle, arrow on arrow? But what? Have you seen the two strips on the calendar page for today's date? Perhaps now would be the time to cut these out. Yeah, no shit. You cut out the two strips and place them on top of one another at a right angle so that the two arrows also lay on top of one another. Is the word start visible? Good. Then there is nothing standing in the way of the solution to the riddle. Simply follow the instructions in the poem step by step. Start by always taking it in turns to fold the strips backwards. The colored dots should be helpful. Oh, see? Backwards. But I've never made garland before. But I did that right the first time, I think. I folded that back. Then that, what the fuck? Alright, whatever. I don't. If you accurately follow the instructions in the poem, the strips are always alternately folding backwards, and with each fold they overlap the other strip. You thereby always move two dots that are the same color very close to one another, and gradually make a small paper. Small paper Christmas garland. Perhaps you also know the folding pattern as the witch's ladder. Have you finished making it? Then begin at the start and read the letters from top to bottom in the direction of the arrow. You'll have to pull the steps of the witch's ladder apart slightly and peek inside. Follow the fold edges in a circle until you get to the end. You will find the words 402. Therefore, the code reads 402. Yeah, it'll show you what they intended you to do. I have never seen or done something like this in my life, nor have I ever made Christmas garland. Anyway, and yeah, I'm gonna count this one. I am definitely gonna count this one because Jesus. Anyway, so from here we go. Right, up. Hexagon plus crescent moon. And that would be correct. For day 15, I don't even pretend. I had no hope in this one. And I don't deny that in the slightest. Again, due to messed up folding, I have no way of getting this right. I'll figure out whether or not I'm going to count it later. But in the meantime, that is it for today's. And maybe I shouldn't be all too much more for this festive stuff. Seriously, I've never made garland in my life.